What's up, people? Welcome back to KGeeTv, man. Let me give y'all some free game about people that say the criminality that you're into or the illegal shit that you do is against God, it's evil, it's wrong, it's against the law. But first, if you like the content I'm producing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can follow me and you can keep up with all my content. But let's get into it. I've just noticed that if you're a quote unquote a criminal, and I'll explain what I think a criminal is. People look at you like you're evil or you're bad. Sometimes you're born into a situation where you have no choice. Like if you're born into a poor family, a poor situation. You didn't grow up, you just survived your household. You weren't given anything. You didn't grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth. You didn't have a car coming up. You barely had clothes. You were put in a position that you had to struggle. Your parents, they didn't even know better because they were put in a position where they had to struggle. You didn't know about credit, buying a house. You didn't know about picking a career early in your life. So by the time you're 18, you're on your career path going to college. You didn't know about that shit. The only thing you know about is you had the brother that sold dope. Maybe your dad sold dope. Your mom took dope money. She hid dope. You know the streets. But then these people convert, become born again Christians. They get too old to do shit. And they look at you and they say, you shouldn't do it. Or you're wrong or you're evil. It's against the law. The same law that comes from a country that committed the biggest crime against humanity, slavery. The same country that had a 300-year head start on every other country because of slavery and how long they went about doing slavery. The same people that committed the same crimes today that they tell you don't commit, they committed to create generational wealth. Most of these laws were created by white men that went all across the world, raping and pillaging, stealing technology, learning how to work the earth from all these brown people. But these same people that will tell a drug dealer don't sell drugs are the same people that take prescription drugs and get addicted to the biggest drug dealers in the history of man, Big Pharma. See, I know what it is. You have to put on a white coat when you're cooking dope in your house for people to respect you. Because every time you see a doctor on TV or one of these pharmaceutical people talking about the drug, they have a white coat on. Anytime you see some type of documentary or some type of video showing how they make the drugs, they're all in there with glasses on with white jackets. So I implore you drug dealers, man, when you cook your dope, you make your pills or you do anything, put on a white jacket. See, I won't judge. I don't judge criminals because I look at a politician the same way I look at a drug dealer. I look at a drug dealer on the street the same way I look at Big Pharma. Now, I truly believe God gives you enough time to do your dirt, flip it, and become legit. Because God knows that he made this dirty world and he knows you're playing in it. But I digress. Getting back to your family. I just had to put that out there to let some of you people know how I feel about criminality. These laws were made by people that broke the law. So they know what laws to enact to make sure that you don't break that law so you don't have generational wealth because they need the poor. The poor make them rich. Who buys their products? Poor people and middle class people. So they need the poor. So they want to make sure that you don't have any hustle. You don't have anything to become rich and stand shoulder to shoulder with them. They know this for a fact. And talking about laws, this is usually a white man telling you what is right, what is wrong, what is good and what is bad. There's two things that I think that are crimes against humanity, rape and murder. You have to do what you have to do to make it in this world if you weren't born in a family that has everything. They psych you up, they tell you to go to college. You're in debt as soon as you get out of college. You're about $80,000 to $100,000 in debt, maybe $40,000 to $100,000 in debt, depending on what your degree is. So you're going to be paying off your college debt the rest of your life. And you're going to be paying off a mortgage the rest of your life, if you're lucky. If not, you're born in the hood. You're born straight into the ghetto. You have to do what you have to do to get out of the ghetto. But they tell you you're wrong. You're wrong for taking the crumbs that they give you and trying to make something out of it. You're wrong for that. And then your family members, they'll tell you you're wrong. But these same fucking people will ask you for money. They'll ask you for money. Even though they just told you, stop doing what you're doing. You're wrong. God don't like it. Man don't like it. The laws don't like it. All this bullshit, but they'll ask you for money. Then they'll hit you with this. Well, I'm doing the right thing with it. See, you're doing something wrong with it. I'm doing the right thing with it. The same money that was just in your hand, once you hand it to them, then the money is good because they're going to do the right thing with it. Even though you gave them the money for them to do the right thing with it, as long as it's still touching your fucking hand, it's not the right thing. But when they get the money, oh man, they're doing the right thing. See, it's hypocritical. Make them stand on that shit. You don't like what I'm doing. I'm a pimp. I'm a prostitute. I'm a drug dealer. I'm a scammer. I write bad checks. I'm stealing cars. I'm doing all this stuff that's so wrong. Well, don't ask me for shit. Stand on your principles. Don't take that dirty money and want to do something with it. I don't care if my cousin needed it. I don't care if my sister needed it. I don't care if my mom needed it, or your uncle's getting kicked out, or somebody has to pay a insurance, or somebody has to pay a hospital bill. No, that is dirty money. It is wrong. Don't take it. Or let's say a drug dealer flips the script and he has a record label and it blows up. Don't be proud of him. Don't be proud, because that money came from drugs. Don't be proud. Stand on your principles. It came from drugs. Don't be like, well, you're doing the right thing now. What is the right thing? If I did the crime, it's bad. But if I rap and talk about the crime, it's entertainment. It's good. He's a pimp. He's so wrong. He did all this wrong, but then he flips the script. He opens some businesses. He's legitimate in the eyes of the law. All of a sudden, he's good. You're so proud of him. He got out of that dirty lifestyle. Well, maybe he used the money from that dirty lifestyle to get out of it. Stand on your principles. It's wrong. Don't take money. Don't accept gifts that came from the dirty money. When they turn legit from the dirty money, just like America turned legit from being slaveholders, now they're the fucking bastion of truth around the whole fucking world. You still love America. It's a great country. We just forget about that shit. So when he takes his dirty lifestyle and flips the script and becomes legit, don't honor that shit because it came from a dirty place. Make them stand on their principles. If they want to be fooled by these white men laws, make them stand on their principles, because in America, you have to get it out the mud. Get it out the mud just like these dirty ass pilgrims did. Just like they learned how to cultivate the land from the natives and then turned on them. Get it out the mud and then turn around and be a shining example of what you could do. But don't down the dirty part, because the dirty part got you to the clean part. And if you want to down the dirty part, don't accept the proceeds. Don't be part of the accolades. Don't be a part of the success. Stand on your morals. Stand on your principles. I implore you and I challenge you as somebody in criminality. Make them stand on their principles. They want to talk shit about what you're doing is so wrong. Don't give them nothing. No presents, no holidays, nothing. Make them stand on that. You'll truly see how people really are, because 9 times out of 10, they'll take that dirty money. Church. If you enjoyed the content, like, share, and subscribe. Church.